Let's take a look at the chart for Ethereum. Okay, so here is what I'm looking at. We have resistance right here, resistance right here. We have support, support, support. I was watching this falling wedge pattern, something like this, and I was waiting for a breakout to the upside or to the downside. I thought we were going to get support right here. I had a limit order set at around 3,555 or 3,550, somewhere around there, and we didn't get that bounce. We actually broke to the downside. So now what I'm doing is targeting from the top to the bottom of this wedge, dragging this to the breakout, and now the target that I'm looking at is something like 2,800, and this lines up, this target right here lines up with this previous support down here. Hopefully we can find some support right here and we can keep on that. We can get a higher low because this was our previous low right here. We had a low, high, and now we're looking for a low potentially down here. Well, it doesn't, I don't know, it just depends on where we hit that low and where we get a bounce. If we bounce underneath this, then we'll be getting a lower low. So what I'm thinking is until we break this downtrend going to the upside, then this is going to potentially push us down, and we could drag this trend line going out something like this. Let's try to get something like this, and then let's get rid of this bottom trend line right here. We have our target for that falling wedge. I mean, it's possible it's in a fake out right now. I mean, I don't know too much about fake outs. I know that a falling wedge pattern can get fake outs, which means that it'll break to the downside, and then if it can break back up and hold support down here and push back up, then it's part of the pattern. So I don't know, it's possible that it's a fake out, but I don't know how far. If it goes a certain amount of distance, then it's possibly just breaking to the downside. In general, until we break this downtrend going to the upside, what I'm thinking is I'm targeting around 3,800, and it looks like we're getting some pretty good red candles and some pretty good red volume candles as well. So yeah, I'm thinking 2,800 at least. Like I said, hopefully we can stay above 2,800 because, or 2,000, what's the bottom over here, around 2,750, something like that. Or I think we wicked down to maybe 2,658 approximately. There's a wick down that far. But what I'm thinking is hopefully we can stay above, or we could get a bounce somewhere above over here, or at least get the same low as we did, maybe form a falling, a head and shoulders pattern, something like that, but at least get another bounce. I'm not sure if we break this line though. What I'm looking at would be the next support, which would be somewhere around 1,770 approximately. Let's go ahead and jump over to the total crypto market cap. We're on the daily time frame right now, and here's what I was looking at. We had a little channel pattern, something like this. It kind of looked like Bitcoin. I was dragging, let's drag from the top to the bottom of this, drag this to the breakout, and we're pretty much right where the target is right now. In general, what I was targeting though is this previous support down here at around 1.82. What I'm thinking though is it does look like we're still pushing down. It does look like we're still getting some red candles on the total crypto market cap. In general, we have resistance, resistance, resistance. We can kind of look at this chart. We can look at this trend line right here, and until we break this trend line going to the upside, then we can look at this previous support down here at around 1.82 trillion. And if this chart is trending down, then we can be more bearish on our coins, and once it starts breaking up, then we can start getting a little bit more bullish. Let's jump over to the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, and here is what we're looking at. We have support right here, support right here. I'm watching this trend line, something like this. As long as this chart is moving up, that's good for Ethereum. If this chart starts to move down, that's going to be better for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's going to be dominating it, or going to be outperforming it, should I say. We have resistance right here and resistance right here. I'm looking at this downtrend, something like this. So basically it's trending down right now, which is good for Bitcoin. If we break this trend line, it's going to be even better for Bitcoin. If we hold support on this trend line going up and are able to break through right here, then that's going to be good for Ethereum. It's going to be better for Ethereum. If this chart is trending down, you're going to be wanting to watch Bitcoin. If this chart is trending up, you're going to be wanting to watch Ethereum. Right now it's trending down in the smaller time frame, but in the bigger time frame it looks like it's kind of trending up. So I'm very curious if we're going to be able to hold this support line that we've been getting, or are we going to break down and have to look for previous support levels, something like maybe like around here, something like that. If we zoom in a little bit closer too, we had support right here, support right here. We could do a trend line, maybe something like this. We had a little pattern like that. We're breaking it to the downside right now. I don't know. What I would do is maybe target from the top to the bottom, see something like this, and it kind of lines up with this trend line and this moving average. But I'm very curious, like I said, or is it going to break through and is it going to be better for Bitcoin? If we jump back over to the Ethereum chart, like I said, we have this downtrend like this until we break that going to the upside. I'm looking at this target down here around 2,800, which is around this previous support down here. We have some pretty good red volume candles, so I'm pretty confident about this 2,800 target, but let me know what you guys think. If you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to support the channel and get some extra price targets, check out my Patreon. If you're new to technical analysis and want to learn how to get started, check out this playlist right here. It's an intro to TradingView. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one.